All right, LDBC. Man, you know what? I told you. I know for a fact that Ngannou calling out Deontay Wilder was a good idea. Yeah, you're right. These two brothers can make a lot of money if they fight each other. And people are paid to see that. I think more people would pay to see Wilder and Ngannou more than Ngannou Fury. Because you know that with Wilder and Ngannou, you're going to get a knockout. I think this is a good thing. And I want these two guys to fight. I want them to fight. Because I promise you, I'll purchase a pay-per-view, especially if I'm supporting Deontay Wilder. Or I'll buy a pay-per-view if it's for Wilder. Okay? These two guys, they need to fight. They are they're pretty cordial with each other. They respect each other. I think they need to fight. People were getting on like it's crazy how Tyson Fury get in there, he get his ass whooped, but people are talking about Wilder. Oh, well, if he did that to Fury, Wilder is smaller than Fury, and he beat Wilder's ass. And like, wait a minute. So all you racist dudes now you guys are getting behind Francis Ngannou? Wait a minute, Deontay Wilder didn't fight. That wasn't Wilder in there. That was Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder was nowhere in that ring. So I don't know why these people they're throwing Wilder in there. They're putting Deontay Wilder in there. Like, are you serious? We putting the Alabama Slammer in there and he wasn't even in the ring? No. Tyson Fury got that ass whooping all by himself. And folks, when do y'all ever know that boxing math don't work? Just because Ngannou beat up on Tyson Fury, that don't mean he gonna do the same thing to Wilder. Wilder's athletic. Let's go ahead and do a fight breakdown, okay? Number one, I want to state good. This is a good fight, okay? And, it shouldn't be all the racist dudes trying to pit Ngannou versus Wilder because they don't like Wilder, okay? Because Wilder's pro-black. It shouldn't be that, okay? We need to celebrate these two brothers going out here making each other even more rich than what they are. We need to celebrate these brothers, okay? But here's my first initial thought of the fight. This fight will not end in a decision. Somebody's getting knocked out in this fight, okay? These guys hit too hard. They hit too hard for this fight not to end in a knockout. Somebody going night-night. I think if he fights Deontay Wilder the way he fought Fury, Ngannou was boxing Fury. And actually was doing a pretty good job of boxing Fury. But if he takes that approach with Wilder is going to catch him. Deontay Wilder does a good job of using his range. And he's got the range. See, people, when they look at Deontay Wilder, they look at him, and Wilder can be very unintimidating when you look at his body frame. Like Deontay Wilder, he's very thin, and he's very small for a heavyweight. Deontay Wilder, in some fights, can barely gets above 210. I think the heaviest he's ever been was about 225. Like, Deontay Wilder is a very, very small heavyweight. And that can look very, very, very unintimidating. But when people get in that ring versus Deontay Wilder, his power is scary. Like, I thought he legit, damn near killed Arthur Spilka. I thought he killed Spilka. Spilka wouldn't wake up. And then there was another guy, a Russian dude that he hit. And the guy just started spazzing out after Wilder hit him. The dude had a seizure. That's what happened when Wilder hit this guy. The guy was on the ground having a seizure. I thought he was going to die. But I thought the worst knockout that Wilder put on somebody was Spilka. Like legit, Arthur Spilka, they carried that man out of that ring. And I thought, he hurt Dominic Breazeale real bad. But I didn't think Dominic Breazeale was dangerously close to being injured or actually killed. But Spilka and that other Russian dude, yeah, I thought Wilder killed them guys. Ngannou will look at Wilder and say it's almost, I think he respects Wilder, and I think he knows that Wilder can hit. See, I don't think Ngannou gonna come in there underestimating Wilder or looking at his small stature and think this boy can't hit. Deontay Wilder can hit. Don't let that fool you. And Deontay Wilder, he's got a high boxing IQ, despite, everybody calling him Windmill Wilder and all his other mess. Deontay Wilder, he's got a very, very good boxing IQ. And Deontay Wilder got heart. This is the guy that wants to die in the ring. He said it. I want to die on my shield. I don't care what I got to do. He said, I don't ever want the fight stop, and I want to go out on my shield. Okay, and he did that in the third fight against Tyson Fury. He went out on his shield. Fury was able to knock him out. But see, because Fury was able to beat Wilder in that fashion, and then Ngannou, really beat up on Fury, guys, it don't matter. It don't mean that Ngannou is going to do that to Wilder. Like, for example, Floyd Mayweather beat the hell out of Ricky Hatton, but Ricky Hatton beat the hell out of Jose Luis Castillo. Ricky Hatton beat his ass. Floyd Mayweather struggled with Jose Luis Castillo. Now, it can be argued that Floyd Mayweather's shoulder was a compromise. We can argue that. Not a problem. But Hatton beat the hell out of Castillo where Floyd Mayweather couldn't do it. See, the math don't work, guys. It's how the styles match up. It's how that person is in the ring with the other person. That's what matters. And I think that Deontay Wilder is a tough fight. Wilder needs to use his range. He needs to keep his range, keep Ngannou at the end of a jab. I've seen Ngannou in MMA fights, and I've seen him get jabbed, and Ngannou has a tough time dealing with jabs. He does. And when Tyson Fury was flicking the jab at Ngannou kept having a reset. See, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I hope Deontay Wilder taking notes. I hope Wilder taking notes to that jab. If Wilder continues to flick the jab in front of Ngannou's going to have a tough time. And he's also going to have a tough time with Deontay's range. He's going to have a tough time with that range. Tyson Fury, to me, didn't have the range, and he had to get a little closer to actually land strikes on Ngannou. Okay? Tyson Fury had to come in and get closer to the inside and do his damage. Deontay Wilder won't have to do that. Okay? He ain't going to have to do that. And also, too, Deontay Wilder got a hell of a chin. Deontay Wilder can take a lot of punishment. Now, with that being said, Wilder can't afford to get caught by Ngannou in multiple exchanges. He can't afford that. This ain't Tyson Fury. It ain't Fury, okay? Fury is an accumulation fighter. Tyson Fury is going to have to accumulate his strikes, and Fury have to weigh you down. Okay? Fury got to weigh you down. Whereas, Deontay Wilder don't have to weigh you down. He can get you out there with a shot, and so can Ngannou. Now, here's the thing, though, that this is what Wilder has the really good advantage over Ngannou. Ngannou don't have stamina, okay? And you have to take Ngannou, and you got to force this guy to fight. See, if you allow Ngannou to box, he's not going to have to exert himself. He's not going to have to exert himself. But if you really go in there and start fighting this man, and really making this guy fight and make him miss, for instance, Ngannou is going to tire out. He's going to tire out, okay? He's going to be by the 12th round, and that's another thing, too. Wilder need to make sure they go 12. By the 12th round, Ngannou's going to be ready to go because he's going to be so tired. Go back and watch Ngannou versus Derek Lewis. Go back and watch that fight. Ngannou was literally afraid to trade with Lewis. He was afraid to engage. He didn't want to, because he knew that one shot from Derek Lewis, it was over. And vice versa. Those two didn't want to trade with each other. They didn't want to do it. Nobody wanted the problems from the other person. Deontay Wilder got those kind of problems. Okay? And it won't be hard for Wilder to make Ngannou walk into something. It won't be hard. But Wilder got to wear him out and wear Ngannou out to the body. Like, wear him out. But Wilder has to do a good job of using his range. He's got to do it. I didn't think Wilder did a good job of using his range versus Fury. But if Wilder can do a good job of his range versus Ngannou, Wilder gonna beat this dude, and he gonna make it look easy. Wilder can't get in no exchanges. Like, I'm talking about standing toe-to-toe with this guy. Nah, because that's what Ngannou lived for, to go toe-to-toe. Wilder can't do that. Wilder got to step back, get into his range, get leverage on that right hand, and put this boy out. Ngannou, on the other hand, he's a bigger person, okay? He's going to have to go in and put that big-ass frame and put it on Wilder every chance he get. He's got to do it, okay? Deontay Wilder is going to get a little tired carrying all that body weight around. And Ngannou is going to have to wear Wilder down. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to catch Deontay Wilder with a shot and put Wilder to sleep. I'll be shocked if that happens, okay? it's going to take a few shots to get Wilder out. Like, Wilder just ain't going to go. Okay? That's what Ngannou got to do. He's got to take away the range of Deontay Wilder. Now, how does he do that? Okay, how do you take away the range? Friends Ngannou, he's got to bob and weave and get himself in the inside. Sort of like how Mike Tyson used to do, the peekaboo style, where he would just feint, and then duck up under these jabs, slip jabs, and bob and weave until he got into the person's chest. And then Mike Tyson would begin to fight on the inside. Ngannou got to do that, okay? He's got to do that to Wilder, or Deontay Wilder going to have a field day with his ass. Either way, though, guys, there's no way that this fight is going the distance. It can't. These two, they're both, Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, is a little flat-footed. He's not as mobile as you would think he is. Ngannou is not flat-footed, but Ngannou is just a big person, and he's got to carry all that muscle mass around. It's going to be tough for him to continue to move that muscle mass laterally and keep that up for 12 rounds. It's not going to happen. So, Ngannou is going to tire, and Wilder got to get him to round 10. Drown this dude. Hit him with some good shots, okay? Make him actually think about what he's doing. Okay, hit him with a couple of good shots, and then by round 10, Ngannou going to be ready to go. Okay, he's going to be ready to go. Because he's going to be sucking up so much air trying to deal with Wilder. And when you can't breathe, I don't care who you are, you can't fight. Tell me what you think.